So now you're in the college draft and you go to Villanova.
Mm-hmm.
And, these days you hear about the NIL deals and everything else like that, but you were actually getting money back then. Under the table?
Of course. Of course. I mean, that started in AAU. It was the Wild Wild West, and the era before me and during it was definitely the Wild Wild West. That started in AAU. But in college, there was nothing, there was no reason for me to take any money because I was already a pro. So I had, my senior year in high school, I had $18 million on the table with Adidas. And if we would have went pro, all of us was gonna be Adidas athletes because we came from up under that. Me, T-Mac, Kobe, Jermaine O'Neal, we all came from up under that umbrella of ABCD camp.
Okay, so you're telling me as an 18-year-old
Mm-hmm.
with a single mom and 5 kids, you passed up $18 million guaranteed just to go pro, plus your NBA salary, plus whatever other perks go along with that, to go to college and potentially hurt yourself and not go to the NBA.
Right. Yeah, that was the risk. Yeah.
That's a real conversation there.
Definitely.
Because you said one college team offered you $3 million, a $2 million home, and 4 different vehicles.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I'm
crazy.
Not gonna name that.
How do schools funnel that type of money?
I'm not sure.
Is it
but
just like rich, boosters?
So now when you look at the NIL stuff, right? Like you just said, the boosters and stuff like that. I'm assuming it was like that back then, so because those guys are still actively donating, to the school or whatever. So, and then now the kids also could get paid from the universities, so the universities could come out and do it themselves.
Well, but not everyone. It's just the kids at the very top.
Yeah, well,
the superstars.
Yeah.
In general, everyone else is pretty much getting nothing. Yeah.
But what's the chances of that 15, 20 years ago when you had guys that was paving the way?
Yeah. Okay, so you were the Big East Freshman of the Year, top 3 in every major category. But you're saying you weren't actually taking money at this point?
No. Nova was a safe place. It was a safe place. And again, the reason why I went there was obviously the not being on the board as, top 10. And then going to Nova, what made it easy for me was I had 2 guys that was there that was going to be also on the board, Alvin Williams and Jason Lawson. So I could go there and kind of learn from them and then, kind of get a little stronger, get a little better for that 1 year so I can be top 10 the following year. Because the whole thing was, the money thing was different. Like, the shoe deal is one, You get in as top 10, you're going to double that. You're going to double that. And that's the thing. So when you talk about, the risk there, you rolling the dice. You betting on yourself.
Yeah.
And I knew I was that good to bet on myself.